Hey everybody, welcome to Fantasy Basebrawl. Yet another channel for figuring out cool Arena Brawl decks. Today I've got a deck that I recently put together using Squall Seed Mercenary as my commander. This thing's really fun to play. If you can get it rolling, you can really dominate the opponent. So basically what you're trying to do with this deck is you're trying to take advantage of both of Squall's abilities. So to that end, basically nothing in this deck costs much more than 3. Got a handful of things. Got some board sweepers to, help you out here, and a couple of, instants and some artifacts or whatever. Bear with me. This is my first video. So, but don't forget that Squall's ability to return any permanent, that means any permanent, that means lands. Lands don't have a mana value. You can, use this ability to, make Squall into an indestructible god and bring it back. You can use this one to create treasure tokens, bring it back. You could sack your lands to destroy non-basic lands, bring them back with Squall. You've got all kinds of things you can use these Hidden Necropolis or Hidden Courtyard, bring them back with Squall, and so forth. And you want things that you can use immediately. So you don't want something let's say Selfless Savior, or where is he? Boromir, Warden of the Tower. You want to be able to use these things the second they're on the board, if at all possible. You also do not want to have things that are going to give your opponent their things back. In other words, you could use an enchantment that'll exile a permanent, but the second that enchantment's gone, the permanent comes right back. What you want to use is things like, Skyclave Apparition to make it go away forever. Worst thing that can happen, they get a 4/4 token. Who cares? I also have this Saga. Where is it? Like so. They got a big-ass bomb creature. Boom, it's gone forever. Even if this goes away, who cares? You'll just bring it back with Squall and exile something else. Recurring anything, good, cheap defender that'll give you cards. This is a great card to use on opponents, especially if they're running like some type of weenie or elf deck. Because not only is it going to shut down their creatures, it permanently makes them to 0 once they've been destroyed. Again, if they don't have any creatures, this goes away. Who cares? You bring it back with Squall later. Some other cards. If you want to take a look at this deck list for a minute, you could pause the video here and then come back. Anything you can to give Squall an advantage, let him break through the enemy lines, make the opponent's creatures come out tapped. You definitely want cards that are going to give you multi-use. Destroy artifacts, enchantments, or planeswalkers. You want flexibility with your instants. Creature or enchantment. Exile anything. Exile anything, because a lot of indestructible commanders out there nowadays are being a pain in the ass. So, but, things that'll, you want stuff to die theoretically. Not always, but, take advantage of things like that. Anyway, let's get started. All right, this looks like a decent hand. Might have some plain mono red. Might have a lot of haste. Try to get the Hypnotic out as fast as possible, but he's probably got a burn spell to get rid of it. Yep. enough to play both? No. I mean, Squall just makes a great attacker by himself, so... See, this is why you have, get around pesky protection from white. All right. Try to keep this guy from getting too big of an advantage here. Try to keep pressure on him. Stick this on here. We'll send him in. Boom. Double strike. 12 damage. So you do get a lot of versatility from Squall, not only bringing things back from your graveyard, but also, you know, passing on that double strike bonus. Yeah, this looks decent. Brought in Shadowheart just to be able to specialize with our discarding stuff to the graveyard to be brought back later. If I manage to solve this case and I sack it to tutor up something, I can always bring it back with Squall. not going to fall for it. He's got some kind of protection in his hand so he can fish it out. He depends so much on cheap creatures. Let's fish up this peril. Might bring out something big. See what happens. I realize I don't have enough mana. I don't have enough mana to hardcast base form. I can always sack the treasure vault to get a treasure token. Oh. Enemy gave up. Alright, we're going up against Cody, so he's probably got a lot of decent instance. This wouldn't be half bad to use, and that'll... yeah, let's add a heck with it. Let's go with it. I'm going to hold off on bringing this out. Leave up Get Lost in case he pulls out a Mana Rock or something. Or Cody himself. Even better, leave himself wide open. I mean, I get it. A lot of times you don't want to leave your commander wide open. You should generally, you know, wait till you have some kind of protection for him. But at the same time, you know, I guess maybe he's trying to fish this out of my hand. This seems like it'd be more of a headache later. I don't have to have a lot on the board for that. Can't kill Squall. Let's get rid of this. Again, if he just brings Cody out, I'll just blast him down with Get Lost or Swords to Plowshares him. grab a couple planes here. Probably try to bring out Cody again, but I'm tempted to get rid of this thing, this ley line, but I don't really think he has anything in his hand that can really bother me that much. So let's go ahead and bring out Squall. Again, Squall making an impact without even having to swing yet. He'll probably gun down Squall right now, so... Or maybe not. Oh, no, he'll do it. Be silly not to. Hoping for, not that, but we're close. Yeah, see, now I'm glad I got rid of this. Again, don't know why you would do that, but... Matter of fact, I probably should have slapped Kaya's ghost form on him, but that's okay. Remember, you want things that you can reuse over and over, so I use this as my main source of card draw. Board sweeper. I guess now would be the time to bring on the priest. Even if he casts this and thinks he's going to raid my graveyard, I'll just get rid of it. Well, if he can't take out Squall now, he's going to be in for a big... Yep. Alright, now that's where the fun really starts. Doesn't block Squall. He forgot I have this in my graveyard. Still on the stack. Still debating on getting rid of that ley line, but haven't needed it yet. Maybe for this guy to have something big.
Games until someone gets hurt.
Get rid of that. I don't need him getting any kind of advantage.
This might
get that out of there. And enemy's gone. Yeah, again, once you've got Squall established, if your opponent has got nothing for him, you're going to put a world of hurting on him pretty quick. Ashling, pretty much a one track deck. I guess this isn't bad. I can hopefully surveil into something. Ghostly Prison is a great card against aggro, by the way. Against mono red, he really shouldn't have anything to get rid of it, but you never know. Hold him off for a little bit. The idea would be to hold him off long enough to cast Blood on the Snow, and then bring back Boromir with it. This is where I think that Arena isn't all totally random. I can take 4. Could go ahead and give him a target.
Ketra's love is your shield.
If I can hold on. Yeah. Just gonna try to attack with everything.
You have great ambition.
sweep the board. Yep, there goes the enemy. Only really got this to answer anything in the beginning. What are you going up against? Oh, I don't see this one that often. No, I still don't like that. Alright, this is slightly better. Because I can chump block with this to... Yeah, we'll go with that. I can't block, he has Menace, but at the same time, again, he might have something with haste. I'd rather chump block and get the treasure token. Definitely need some mana here. Yeah, none of these are really that good. Fish something out of his hand here. Play this. He probably will do something in response, but again, try to. Rather, or I could keep this up for that, but. To hell with it. Only taken 2 from double strike, so it's not terrible. Seems like a very commander-based deck. Probably got something to get rid of Squall here. I would imagine. about that. Could theoretically bring Squall back out. In fact, I probably should. Even if he brings... Yeah, let's go ahead and bring Squall back out. Give him more targets. Try to get him to empty his hand, and then he'll probably gas out. So first of all, let's get rid of this. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. Commander shows up. Do it again. If he doesn't have an answer for Squall, he's in big trouble. He does. That's not good. Replaced an artifact with a land. Surveil into something good. Ooh. It's technically not what we want, but if he brings out his commander again, probably would come in handy. All right. My guess is he's got to have some... Oh, no, never mind. Nah, I think I made a mistake. I probably shouldn't have gone for the Skyclave Apparition. I should look for something to take care of the Oil Gorger. Oh, I'm dead. You know, what I probably could have maybe attempted to do was give this, you know, ghost form and then exile it, and then it would have come back transformed. I wonder if that would have worked. That was actually my next strategy until he bolted me there. This one might be good. Again, I have, you know, my mono rocks, typically I try to get ones that can sack into cards. And surveil into... If it was too expensive, just, you know, chuck it in the graveyard. Maybe bring it back later. In a recursion deck like this, you know, the things that enter the battlefield, but also things that, you know, trigger upon death are great too. Alright, well, he's tapped out. Let's go ahead and get Squall out here now. Definitely come in handy later. Get Squall down early, and he's great for getting pressure.
Kill you! You are dead!
Actually, yeah, I think I can work with this. You see, Mire's Grasp is great because I'm going to kill lightning right here. It's a great enchantment because it's enough to get rid of most, you know, most of your early and weaker creatures. And again, using Squall's ability, I can bring it back. And a lot of people don't realize when I swing with Squall, if they let it through, that's what's going to come back. Let's go ahead and get Squall out now. probably realizes that he can... Again, start swinging. Never had that happen before. I was kind of wondering what would happen. I get another land, I'm going to use this to... Alright. Well, as it stands... Definitely don't want indestructible on the board. Oh, and the opponent gives up anyway. Well, all right. You know, I'll be the first to admit that I rage when it looks like I have no chance of winning. I thought the opponent had some pretty decent footing in that last match, but maybe not. All right. Ooh. This could ping away his wizard tokens, but there's really not much else to work with, but to heck with it. He'll probably have something like cornered by black mages in his opening hand. Definitely don't want to let him get... I thought this was a wizard. I don't know why you wouldn't. I'll trade. Well, definitely don't want him having a scry engine. he's not gonna... See, this is where he can use Squall to pressure. Double strike with random discard is pretty harsh. I like the old art. If anybody remembers the old art, the old school art, I'll see if I can flash up a quick picture for that. Now, I could take a chance here. Could throw this on Squall and the next turn exile everything. Or I could just exile his artifacts right now and just swing in with Squall. Which would let me bring this, not really too much back, but... let's go ahead and put this on Squall. So I'm going to go ahead. Let's go ahead and swing in with the Hypnotic. Okay. Go ahead and sack Boromir. That way at least he's not on the battlefield when Farewell hits. And for that matter, definitely don't want to erase graveyards with it. Or enchantments. Even if he gets Kuja out now, it doesn't even matter. Now the game is pretty much... Smartass. Yep. And that's it. So not a bad deck. So not a bad deck, with the exception of that Rakdos that I lost to. You know, should have tried something sooner. I mean, exiling my own creature, bringing it back, might have been able to take out the that big creature they had. That might have helped. Who knows? But again, you got your deck list here. If you want to leave in the comments any suggestions on ways to improve the deck, like I said, you can't really. You want to have things 3 mana value or cheaper. There's very minimal, you know, expensive things in this deck. You know, anybody that wants to, if you have anything to add, or if you thought my playstyle was kind of off or whatever, just leave your comments. If I improve the deck, if I use your suggestion, I'll credit you in the next video. But yeah, these are basically the best cards I could get that synergize pretty well. And yeah, thanks again. This is my first video. Hopefully there'll be more to come. If you're interested in other Magic videos, I'll go ahead and plug some of the people that I've watched in the past. And if I happen to be inspired by anything they put out, I'll definitely give them credit as well. I'm not going to plagiarize anybody here. I'll throw up on the screen here in a minute some of the channels that I enjoy that inspired me to create this one. And if not, then just look in the description, and I'll list it there, the channels that I enjoy. But I hope you enjoyed. You know, please shoot out a subscribe. You know, hopefully I can start making more of these more often. All right, take it easy.